Good evening and namaskar. Today we'll discuss about a very successful premier bank, IndusInd Bank. Virtually at one point of time, IndusInd Bank and Yes Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank were competing with each other every quarter. All the three were performing wonderfully. At one point of time, Yes Bank has fallen by the wayside, but Kotak Mahindra and IndusInd Bank are performing very well. And IndusInd Bank especially has been doing very well under the leadership of Mr. Ramesh Sopti, Managing Director and CEO. So the Managing Director and CEO of IndusInd Bank is Ramesh Sopti. So he is likely to retire maybe within a year or so. Subsequently, who will come, we do not know. But under his leadership, IndusInd Bank has done wonderfully. Almost every quarter it has done wonderfully. So, recognizing his qualities as a leader, he has been honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at Financial Express function for India's Best Bank Awards held in Mumbai on September 30th, 2019. Under his leadership only, that Bharat Financial Inclusion Limited's small financial company was there. So that has been arranged for merger. Bharat Financial, that was also successful. So there was a successful bank with a successful NBFC. Merger has happened. IndusInd Bank has always been trying for cost-efficient branch expansion. It is also focusing on robo-based process automation. The other services offered by it, almost many banks are offering nowadays, like insurance, asset management, retail broking, etc. Now, if you look at the equity holding, promoters are holding only 13.04%, FIIs are holding 47.23%, note FIIs are holding 47.23%. Mutual funds, banks and insurance companies are holding 15.62%. Individuals are holding hardly 6.69%. Private corporates are holding 5.15%. And GDR issue is 9.33%. So, the equity holding is very healthy, let me say. Now, let us go for Q2 FY20 results. The revenue growth is up to 4,637 crores, rupees 4,637 crores revenue growth, and revenue has grown by 32% year on year and 3% quarter on quarter. Of the total revenue, net interest income is rupees 2,909 crores. That is also up by 32% year on year and 2% quarter on quarter. Revenue is up 32% year on year. Net interest income also is up 32% year on year. The total fee income is rupees 1,727 crores. That is up by 31% year on year and quarter on quarter up 4%. Operating profit is rupees 2,623 crores, up 32% year on year, 1% up quarter on quarter. Now, if you look at net profit, it is rupees 1,401 crores, quite impressive. Year on year growth is 52%, quarter on quarter growth is 2%. So, Q2 profit after tax, that is net profit, without accelerated provisions. Actually, some additional provisions of some 355 crores have been made this year. If the additional provision, accelerated provision they called it, if that is set aside, Then Q2 profit has grown by 81%, stupendous growth. Now, core fee income has grown by 21% year on year. Net interest margin is up by 5 basis points to 4.1%. Return on assets, quite impressive, 1.98%. It was 1.59% in Q2 of last year. But of course, it was 2.05 in Q1, previous quarter. Now 1.98%, that is also very strong return on assets. Return on equity is 17.26% in Q2 of this year. Q2 of last year it was hardly 14.85%, but in Q1 it was higher by at 18.45%. Now earnings per share, if it is annualized, IndusInd Bank is annualizing the EPS, and the annualized EPS is 80.88. Last year it was 61.27, but Q1 annualized is 82.74. So with reference to Q1, the EPS is slightly lower, but very impressive at 80.88. Now, let us look at the balance sheet figures and ratios, etc. The credit growth is up by 21%. Loan growth planned was 25 to 30%, but actually it has gone up by 21%. Deposit growth is up by 23%, which is well above the industry growth. The loan book quality is very stable. Gross NPAs are at 2.19%. Net NPAs are at 1.12%. Last year it was 0.48%, very low. But previous quarter it was 1.23%. From there it has come down again to 1.12%. The cost to income ratio is 43.42%, reasonably good. Revenue per employee is 63 lakhs. 63 lakhs in Q2 of this year. 53 lakhs only in Q2 of last year, and same 63 lakhs maintained in Q1 also. Now, credit cost for Q2 is at 18 BPS. The client base has risen to 23 million. The addition during the quarter is 2 million. The capital adequacy is very strong, with CRAR at 15.77%. CASA ratio is 41%. The planned CASA ratio was 40%, but we have exceeded. IndusInd Bank has exceeded by 1%. That is now 41%. Branch network is 1,753. The bank has planned to take it to 2,000 before the year end. It is well on track. The customer base has crossed 23 million. No, the advances are 1,97,113 crores. It is up 21% year on year and up 2% quarter on quarter. Advances are up 21% year on year, 2% quarter on quarter. Advances. Deposits are 2,07,193 crores. That is up 23% year on year, 3% quarter on quarter. See, deposits are up 23% year on year. Advances are up 21% year on year. CASA is 85,838 crores. That is up by 17% year on year, 1% quarter on quarter. Off CASA, SA, that is savings accounts, are 58,117. Balance must be current accounts. So CASA means current account, savings account. Savings accounts are 58,117. CASA, the current plus savings are 85,838. So savings accounts are very impressive. That is also up 14% year on year, 1% quarter on quarter. Now, there are some small borrowings, 44,558 crores. That is up 4% year on year, 10% quarter on quarter. Now, the bank has given a little bit of details about its loan book. Between consumer finance and corporate finance, the ratio is 55% consumer finance, 45% corporate finance. That's a healthy balance. Now, of this 45% corporate finance, large corporates account for 25%, mid-sized corporates account for 18%, small corporates account for 2%. So, this is the results of IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank has performed reasonably well. Why reasonably? It has performed wonderfully. It has been performing wonderfully for several quarters at a stretch now. It did not fail like Yes Bank in giving loans to large corporates, suspected large corporates. That has not happened so far, at least. Some small provisions are coming, some NPAs are there, but that is well within control. But Yes Bank has given loans to 4-5 suspect corporate groups like ADAG and some others. So it is unable to recover those loans. But if it is able to recover those loans, they have, those groups have got assets. If the loans are recovered, then Yes Bank also may recover its old shine. Now, what I feel is when companies are failing, the government, the banks should smell the rat immediately and get into the act. They should try to see that there are no corporate governance issues. See, there may be ordinary business issues, but there should not be corporate governance issues. Like it happened in the case of Vakrangi. Vakrangi did not have any corporate governance issues, but there were huge rumors. Now, that sort of rumors should not be allowed to spread. If there are rumors, the rumor should be investigated immediately. What for is there? Yes, SEBI is there, Company Law Board is there, Ministry of Finance is there, and ICAI, which is supposed to be checking concurrently almost. So ICAI should send a special team and check and see whether there are really any corporate governance issues or not. In the case of Yes Bank, there were no corporate governance issues. In the case of Vakrangi also, there were all the issues were cleared. Right now, India Bulls Group is embroiled in some sort of rumors, complaints, etc. But the problem is, government is not taking up these issues seriously and from 500, 600, etc. to 100 and less than 100, the price has fallen, and yet nobody is acting. Neither SEBI, nor Company Law Board, nor ICA, nobody is acting. The company itself can call and ask them to audit and clear them. So some mechanism should be evolved when complaints arise. If there are false, frivolous complaints, the complainant should be jailed. But if there are real corporate governance issues, the company management should be punished. We are talking about those companies which have got such issues. Now, let me make it clear that IndusInd Bank is a very clean bank. As on today, and in the foreseeable future, there are no corporate governance issues in IndusInd Bank. It is managing its show very well and is one of the few corporates where we can put our money safely. Thank you. I will come up before you with another good company. Thank you.